Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. Short daily podcasts on getting a better broadcast, podcast and video voice. From London, I'm Peter Stewart. And the whole point about the book and the podcast comes from the text that I'm currently writing, is to help you get a better voice and presentation style for your audio and video channels. And over time, in a few weeks, a few months' time, going to help you read out loud convincingly and conversationally as well. But we're also going to be bringing you some exercises to do too, and you may need an audio or video recording app on your phone, and probably an empty house too. A word of warning: if you haven't heard your recorded self before, you may be in for a bit of a surprise. I remember the first time I heard myself on headphones. I was at a radio station called BRMB in Birmingham. And I was on a bit of a tour around there, and I put the headphones on and got to record some. Oh my goodness, is that what I sound like? Boy, oh boy. And the reason is because we're used to hearing ourselves internally, because the effect that the various kind of sound tunnels and vibrators in the skull have on the voice that we're producing ourselves. That's how we hear ourselves. But only we hear ourselves that way. Everyone else hears us the way you will hear you on tape with headphones. It's funny to explain, isn't it? It feels awkward at first, but it's a barrier and you've got to get past it in order to improve. So you may need, as I say, audio or video recording on your app, so you can record yourself and play it back, and you can kind of monitor yourself and how well you're doing. You may want a mirror as well, just a bathroom mirror. You may just stand in the bathroom for mouth and body exercises. You may want friends who can give you some honest feedback. How you're doing, how you've improved over the time, over the weeks and the months. And you'll also need an ear for a good voice. Yeah, because as well as voice training, you kind of almost need to also be ear trained, so you can listen to other presenters, other people either scripted or ad-libbed on podcasts or Zoom calls, and also then identify what you like or what you don't like about their voice, about their speech style, about the attributes that maybe help or obstruct good communication. So it may be their articulation, it may be their accent, it may be any vocal virus, and so on. There's someone that I listen to regularly who keeps repeating a word. She interviews people, and at the end of almost every answer, she'll go, amazing, amazing, or brilliant, brilliant, or fantastic, fantastic. She repeats the words time. So that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about vocal viruses. Hopefully, I haven't got any, but maybe you've picked some out in me. If you have picked out some in me, let me know about it on Twitter, TWWETERSTEWART. So back to the exercises. Do try and stick with them. They're tried and they're tested over time. They really will help. So try and set aside a few minutes every day. And many of these exercises can be done while you're doing something else. I mean, I honestly still do basic relaxation, lower back exercises while I'm in the bathroom brushing the teeth. I do a vocal exercise in the shower, and ones that don't rely on specific breath control while I'm driving to the studios where I work. You know, some of the things with lips and tongue and mouth and so on. I can easily do those while I'm driving in my car. So hopefully the exercises I've chosen, they're quick, they're easy, they're fun and suitable for most age groups and abilities. So listen out for those as the podcast series continues. The podcast series called Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.